Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Drops it off for Carey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
On first down, it's Palmer. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro, Navarro Bowman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the interception, here's Gabbert. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Second down, Gabbert. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Play clock winding down. Gabbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. 4th down, Gabbert. The open man is Smith. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. A first carry now. This is Hill. Uses the stiff arm. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run it again with Hill. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, this is Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Third and goal for Gabbert. This will be caught at about the 5. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Gabbert to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Now Carey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground with Carey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Carey now. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a San Francisco first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Gabbert to throw it. That is incomplete. Gabbert now on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Gabbert. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Gabbert on 4th down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's Floyd on the right. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Carey. Shreds the tackle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Get ready. 1, 18.
Now Palmer on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. This is Carey. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Drops it off for Carey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing. Gabbard. On the left side, it's McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now any run after it.
6 yards to go here on second down. Gabbard now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First and 10, Gabbard. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And now, Charles, what do? You want to create some space here for your punter if you have to punt.
I think maybe you just go Quarterback sneak and try and create that space and hope your punter can help you out.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And some room to maneuver.
Whoosh.
The 13 yards that time of the first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play action. It's Palmer. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Right now, 1-18.
Again, it's Palmer. That's caught at the 3. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Palmer to throw again. Finding time. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try and run it with Carey. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kadeem Carey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Now Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. That's complete right around the 8. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's go. Let's go. Blue 58.
To throw again, it's Palmer. Surveying the field. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Palmer on third and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've hit half. Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis. Deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals defense. They head out and get set here. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third down now following the completed pass. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Black 22. Black 22.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Here's Gabbard now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Gabbard on first down. Underneath here to Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. And as these numbers show, last week, great game. This week, not the case.
And sometimes it's not just as simple as throwing the football. It's the rhythm of the game, managing it, being in sync with your teammates. Last week, everything was coming together really well. We're not seeing that so far in this one.
No, unfortunately not at all for him. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Gabbert. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offensive want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing now. Palmer on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Get ready. 1-18. Regular.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run. This is Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Once again, it's Carey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's got time in the pocket. Drops it off for Carey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Getting set to go here, we see Blaine Gabbert march back out onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third and short yardage. Gabbert. The open man is Smith. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll run it with Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Third and long for Gabbard. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Gabbard to throw it. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. On third down, Gabbard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 and 13-10. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Let's go.
Now Palmer on third and long. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run the option left. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. A second down throw for Gabbert. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Defense.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Gabbert here again. And McDonald here over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Gabbert now from the 50. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The linebacker, Koamnisi, brings him down. And quickly, they get to the line. And the hard count got the defense there. Encroachment and the 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense. Still second down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Gabbert. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Gabbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er defense now heading back out there. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range? Because a field goal would win it.
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he will... Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run. On the counter, it's Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this defense looks for 1 more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Hill, the lone setback. They go under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Koamisi, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, throwing here, Gabbert. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.